Travis Holmes with BigCatCountry.com, here with your Jacksonville Jaguars OTA update for day one. The Jaguars returned to the Miller Electric practice fields today with pretty much a full assortment of the team in tow. The most notable name that was missing from today's practice was wide receiver Gabe Davis. He missed today's practice due to the birth of his child. Congratulations, sir, for completing that pass. Speaking of passes being completed, quarterback Trevor Lawrence was as sharp as you would hope for from, an opening day of OTAs. He was efficient, he was accurate, he was on point and just getting the offense moving. You had no issues getting lined up, even with the first day of install. And you had no real balls getting away from him as far as his passes thrown. My biggest takeaway, my biggest news from the day is probably Christian Kirk just looking like a man on a mission. He does not look like someone who is returning from injury for sure. He caught multiple, big passes. We're talking, longer passes down the field. If you've seen the highlights on BigCatCountry.com, you know a few of the plays that I'm referencing. He had a one-handed catch in the drills. He had multiple touchdowns, caught. Again, Christian Kirk looking like a man that's just going to be the wide receiver one on this team, and he's going to control the middle and intermediate parts of the field. I'm looking forward to that. Brian Thomas Jr., BTJ doing BTJ things. I mean, he had a really good day also. I mean, his only negative from the day was probably his dropped one ball during the teams period when he was going inside. And overall, it was still a solid day for him, but it was a wet, rainy day and wet conditions on the field. So I get that every pass is not going to be completed, but hey, this is what happened. Overall, there wasn't much to take from the offensive and defensive lines because, again, those guys aren't padded up, and they are also on the far side of the field. So we will look more when training camp gets here, and we can get those guys. We can get some real one-on-one reps and kind of see what we're looking at there. Overall, my biggest takeaway from the offensive and defensive lines was the fact that Jaguars right tackle Anton Harrison, while he did not look to be limited, he was being held out to the side. He had the beanie, the non-contact beanie in his pocket, so it's quite possible that he was supposed to be limited. He did not, he wasn't in the teams periods, and he was kind of staying to the side with the trainers. It looks like he may have had that labrum surgery this offseason. So we're just looking for confirmation from the team, which they did say something about his shoulder, which sounds like that's probably what happened. In addition to a few other players who are, tending to some lingering injuries, which also includes Gabe Davis. Head up to BigCatCountry.com. Save them as your favorites. We have all the highlights, all the observations with the full article written, and post press conference summary from Coach Doug Peterson and Coach Ryan Nielsen on the site. The team returns to practice on tomorrow, but that is closed to the public and the media. So take a look at the Jaguar socials for all those highlights for the rest of the week. And the next public practice will be Tuesday next week. Talk to you later.